Staff working in the federal agencies in the state are paid by the federal government. The tax due from their income will come in. Then the private sector, if they pay their staff, tax due from them will also come in. So that is one angle. Then if you look at the other angle, it is only when people earn income that you charge them even property tax, and they will have enough income to be able to pay it. Somebody who probably owns a property and he has let out his property to people who are yet to receive their salaries, so they cannot even pay rent, and he is expected to pay tenement rate and land charge. So he doesn't have money because the tenants have not been able to pay. So you see the cycle. Apart from the fact that, okay, yes, payee is going to come the moment those salaries are paid, which you have as the first leg of tax. Even the other legs of tax, like property tax, for instance, is when that person earns his salary that he will pay his rent. And when he pays his rent, the landlord will also be able to pay what is due on the land and the buildings that he has. It's also when you have received your income that if you have a car, you will go and do the renewal of your vehicle. So you can see that, the spending capacity of the state or the nation determines to a greater extent, what you are able to churn in as a revenue or taxes. The focus of the community impact remains the same. Our focus remains on education, on empowerment, all the E's. But the rate at which we carry out community impact, or the pattern of community impact, has differed a bit. We have what I can call decentralized our community impact now. We have about 11 directorates, and 4 of them are collecting directorates, revenue collecting or revenue generating directorates. And we allow each directorate to come up with their community impact projects so that we can have a lot of projects for now, but it still have to be focused on environment, education, empowerment, employment, the 5 E's. And these directorates therefore come up on a monthly basis with their community impact, which they carry out. But there's also the global community impact of the organization, which we recognize areas that we really want to come in to support some communities, and these are still ongoing in terms of cleaning of areas, clearing gutters and all that. So the community impact program remains intact. And it's just the approach that we are using this time around that is different from the approach we used last year, which is more direct last year, but is more of indirect approach this time around. The IFK is a model that is unique to Kwara and is, in fact, the sustaining model for revenue generation in Kwara State. If you look at it, the major concern of people is what government is going to do with the revenue collected. And this model provided the answer, to that question. And it also instills some kind of discipline to ensure that the revenue are channeled appropriately towards infrastructural development. And for that reason, the projects are committed to, and the funding of the project is committed to by the Internal Revenue Service. So there is no ambiguity about it. The Infrastructure Fund, Kwara, projects are identified, projects are brought onto the IFK. The funding of those projects come from the Internal Revenue Service, and it goes into the IFK on a monthly basis. And when those projects are due for payment, payments are made from that IFK investment. Well, what the government has done through the IFK model is to make sure that the people who pay tax are the first beneficiary of the tax that is paid, because that was why the law made the IFK a first line charge. Once the revenue is generated for the month, the money goes into the IFK so that the people who have paid the tax will be the first beneficiary before government can even draw anything out of whatever the balance is. And that means government gives priority to taxpayers over and above every other thing. I will just tell them they should play their part and pay their tax, because they can see what the government is doing with the money, and if they consistently support the government by paying what is due to government, they will assist. They are more or less helping themselves, because they will see more infrastructural development in the state, and then the state will be better for all of us.
Good people of Kwara State, our government is working hard to make life better for all of us by providing infrastructures in all sectors: roads, transportation, health, and many more.
Government can and will do more if we all pay our taxes.
Yes, especially the land and property tax.
This will enable government to provide social services.
We have the responsibility to deduct taxes from our employees and remit accordingly.
So if you see Kwara State Internal Revenue Service people for your area, no run or fight them. Government don't they do better before. Them go continue to do better for us.
Payment of taxes is very simple. Make sure you collect your receipt for all payments. For continued progress in Kwara, play your part, pay your tax.
You're very welcome again, and I am sure you enjoyed that interview with the Executive Chairman of the Kwara State Internal Revenue Service. He made a point that I think should make every true Kwaran or any true taxpayer jump for joy, which is the fact that they put the citizens of the state first, even before themselves. That is, when this income comes through, the first thing they actually do is give the money back to the people of Kwara by way of development of infrastructure for the citizens of the state before even paying their own salaries. I think that is a very, very major, sacrificial, responsible thing to do on the part of the Kwara State Internal Revenue Service, and we applaud them for that. So then, it leaves us with the responsibility to keep doing our part by paying our tax. And if after all we have said, you're still there wondering, well, I don't seem to notice what they're doing with the funds, might I remind you, when you walk around your house and you see roads being fixed, that is your tax money at work. When you see drainages being cleaned all across the town, that is your tax money at work. If you are there and on a normally dark street, you see lights because now you see street lights everywhere, Light of Kwara, that is your tax money at work. You see bridges being constructed, you see roads being fixed, that is your tax money at work. So, when next anyone asks you, what are they doing with that money? You don't have to say much. Just show them what they are doing with it. It's been Let's Talk Tax, and next week I will be back again with another beautiful episode that will leave you educated and encouraged to keep playing your part by paying your tax.
Good people of Kwara State, our government is working hard to make life better for all of us by providing infrastructures in all sectors: roads, transportation, health, and many more.
Government can and will do more if we all pay our taxes.
Yes, especially the land and property tax.
This will enable government to provide social services.
We have the responsibility to deduct taxes from our employees and remit accordingly.
So if you see Kwara State Internal Revenue Service people for your area, no run or fight them. Government don't they do better before. Them go continue to do better for us.
Payment of taxes is very simple. Make sure you collect your receipt for all payments. For continued progress in Kwara, play your part, pay your tax.